जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र का, पृथ्वी अग्नि जल वायु स्थान कहाँ आकाश का।
ओम वास्तु पुरुषाय नमो नमः।
खुद ही समझो खुद ही जानो, कहता है क्या भला।
So when I say that there is a fire in this corner, I can prove it by a social research.
How?
Okay. Now, supposingly there is a lady who is pregnant for the very first month.
Okay.
And she sleeps into this fire corner. Her
Okay.
bed is into the fire corner.
Fire corner.
Her bedroom is in the southeast corner here, because somebody is sleeping here, or the kitchen is here, or maybe the toilets are here, whatever. Now she happens to get a bedroom in the southeast corner, and her bed is into that corner. Means the bed is touching the east wall and also the south wall. So it is touching two corners, and she has got very much into the fire corner. And she is maturing her pregnancy into that corner, because she is sleeping there for 8 to 10 hours for whatever the time she is sleeping.
Definitely.
Okay. Now there is a heat in the womb. There is a heat in the womb, and also she is getting a lot of heat from the fire corner. So there is an excess fire in her body. When there is an excess fire in the body, she will tend to deliver a premature baby. So she is not going to mature the baby for full 9 months and 7 days. Rather, she will deliver a premature baby, because there was excess of fire. Right? Fire energy. Because she was very much into the fire corner. So anybody who wants to find out whether what Mr. Gyani is saying truth or not, he has to go to a maternity hospital, take a list of ladies who had a premature baby, go to their homes and ask them, where did you mature the pregnancy? Did you mature in this corner? And 95 out of the 100 ladies will come up with an answer that yes, we were sleeping here when we were maturing our pregnancy. Okay. So it becomes science, because 95 out of the 100 ladies who delivered premature babies had got into this corner, and therefore they gave a premature baby, delivered, right? 5 could be maybe they got a jerk in a car, or somebody bumped into their car and there was a jerk in the body, and maybe because of that, or n number of reasons. But only 5 will be those reasons. 95 ladies who deliver premature babies will be those who have delivered children or
Southeast corner.
Yes, the fire
corner.
Okay,
Mr. Gyani, I would like to ask you a question. Likewise, you said 95% of the ladies would be delivering premature babies because of southeast corner, that is fire corner. So what about the people, how water corner would be affecting the people who would be there in the northeast corner?
They will never conceive.
All
those ladies who say that we are married for 5 years now, married for 7 years now, and married for 15 years now, and we have not been able to conceive a child, we have never been pregnant, or if at all we were pregnant, we had to abort the child or whatever, are those people who sleep in the water element. Water is more powerful than fire, and conceiving the child and entering into a sexual relationship, entering into that physical act, is an act of fire. There's a lot of fire in your body. That is why two bodies come together, they meet each other and they have sex. Right? What is that? It is fire. Now, conceiving a child is also a factor created by fire. Developing the child in the womb is also a factor created by fire. But if you happen to sleep in the water element, then water will subside the fire element, and it will never allow you to conceive a child. So this is this science. We are going a little fast. I actually want to teach so many other things. So basically we'll come to that. But good that you put those questions, and good that we give these answers to our viewers, that all those people who do not conceive children, 95% of those people are, even if the medical reports say that you, both of you, the sperm count of the man is proper, and there's nothing medically wrong with the lady, and you must have a child, and the doctor will say you will have a child, I don't see any problem. But in spite of that, if they don't have a child, it is these people who sleep in the water element. So you are sleeping in the water element and you want fire to do its job. Fire cannot do its job.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So that is this. Anyway, so we come to the basics of this science of home building. That says that there is earth element in the southwest and there is air element in the southwest. Now, I gave you reasons about fire, how to find out if there is fire there, or how to find out if water
is there.
So likewise, air. Now, air is mobile. Air is always moving, right?
Yeah.
Air can never be static. So, when I say air is mobile, that means anything that comes here will be taken away with air. Right? So, what we say is that finished products of an industry should be kept in this corner so that element of air will take it away. That means there will be deliveries, there will be dispatches of this product, and the company will be in a position to sell its products.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So, what we are trying to highlight here, my friends, is that every corner has its characteristics, has its properties, and these elements must work according to its characteristics and its properties, because they are energies and every energy must function in its own way. It will never get diverted, and that is why it is a science, because we know, and you will eventually know after we have done a lot of homework on this, after we have educated you on this, that okay, now I realize that this energy or this energy or this energy must function in a typical particular way.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Gyani, we have talked about water, we have talked about fire, air, but what about west now? We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, we spoke about north and east and south, and west was forgotten. So the direction of west is a direction of slowness, direction of lethargy. It gives a lot of lethargy. I mean, supposingly if your house is facing the west direction. Let me clear here one more thing. Whenever we talk about directions, it is about the house, not me. So if somebody comes and tells me that Mr. Gyani, my house is east facing, so I want to really find out what is he, whether he is really telling me that his house is east facing or it is west facing. So when I ask a few questions to him, I find that he is telling me that when I enter the house, I am facing east, so my house is east facing. No, it's not like that. Your house is facing west. The main door of your house is facing west, and therefore your house is west facing. It's not about you. It's about the house. It is not important that in which direction you are entering the house or coming out of the house. No. Which direction is your house facing? So supposingly somebody tells his door is here, then his house is west facing. If his door is here, his house is south facing. If his door is somewhere here, it is east facing, and then north facing. If the door is like this, then it is northwest facing. If the door is like this, then it is northeast facing. Similarly, southeast and southwest. Because there are designer homes that will have diagonal doors, deflated doors, which are not in the direction but are in the sub-direction.
Okay.
Right? So you have to be very, very clear on this to tell yourself that my home or my office or my workplace is facing this direction. And let me also tell you that when we are talking about the science of home building, what is the most important is the main door and the rear door.
Okay.
All other doors of the rooms and bathrooms do not carry as much importance as much a main door will carry.
Okay.
Because all the energy, all the positivity or all the negativity, whether gods or devils, evil has to come to your house, has to come through the main door, no other door. You get me?
Okay.
So, gods will never come into your house through windows or
Definitely.
ventilations. They must come by the main door only. So, the main door carries a lot of importance in the science of home building. Rather, it carries most important thing is the main door, right?
Okay.
However, in the coming times, we are going to discuss about bedroom in the northeast corner, toilets in the northeast corner, staircase in the northeast corner, kitchen in the northeast corner, laundry room, storeroom in the northeast corner, children room in the northeast corner, living room in the northeast corner, study room in the northeast corner. Likewise, bedroom in the southeast corner, toilet in the southeast corner, kitchen in the southeast corner, staircase and store in the southeast corner, living room in the southeast corner, basement in the southeast corner, double height in the southeast. These are the various orientation that we are going to discuss and its influence on your lifestyle. So if there's a toilet in the northeast corner, how does it influence your lifestyle? Is a particular door is placed here, how does it influence your lifestyle? What will happen to your life, good or bad? We are going to discuss that. Why we are going to discuss that? Because you have been trying to search the source of the problem that you have for last 5 years. I'm not talking about those problems that come and go. There will be problems that will come and go. You get a ticket from a cop, it's a problem. But the moment you pay up your fine, it's gone. So we are not talking about those problems. We are talking about problems that want to live with you for long and you want them to sort them out. We are talking about those problems. So once you know from where the problem is coming, you can hit the hammer there and sort it out. That's what we are going to be talking about here. So now that we know there is northeast, there is southeast, there is water here, there is fire here, there is earth here, air here and space here. This is money, this is name, fame, this is evil and this is lethargy. So from what you understand now is that this is a good direction, this is a good direction, this is not a good direction and this is a lethargic direction. So it is also not a very good direction. So at least now you know that these four directions have a property, have a characteristic that what I said. Okay. Now we will talk about planetic positions in these subdirections and directions. So the planetic positions are like this. Mercury happens to be in the north. Human beings have known 9 planets. Mercury happens to be in the north. Jupiter happens to be in the northeast corner. And as you can read, Sun happens to be in the east corner. And Venus happens to be in the southeast corner. Mars in south, Uranus in southwest, Saturn in west, Moon in northwest. So we have Mercury in the north, Jupiter in the northeast, Sun in the east, Venus in the southeast corner, Mars in the south, Uranus in the southwest, Saturn in the west and Moon in the northwest. Now my viewers may put a question, why shall I believe that Jupiter is in the northeast and why shall I believe that Venus is in the southeast? Well, the science says so, and as and when we proceed with this science, as and when I educate you about the science, you will know that, well, Jupiter is here, Venus is here, Uranus is here and Saturn is here. I believe you, Mr. Gyani. Why? Because Jupiter is a mentor. Jupiter is a spiritual entity. and any spiritual entity, it's like a priest. It's like a very pious man. So whenever we will talk about the northeast rooms or northeast corners, we will explain to you why Jupiter is here, and we will explain to you why I say Venus is here. Venus is a indicator or a symbol of grace, symbol of ambience, symbol of fashion, symbol of lot of wealth. So Venus is here, and we will explain to you why he is there and how I will prove that Venus is there, or Mars is here, or Uranus is here, or Saturn is here, or Moon is here. So moon is an indicator of mother and heart, mind. So why moon is here and how it affects the person sleeping in this room are the things that we are going to discuss as and when we will take up bedroom in the Jupiter, bedroom in the moon corner, in the northwest corner. So when you are seeing this program, and if you happen to sleep in this northwest corner for last 3 years, you will realize that I am talking about you. You will realize that, oh, Mr. Gyani is talking about me. I am just like that. When I talk to you about this room, you will say, oh, this is me. He is talking about me. That is the reference, that is the influence of these corners, directions, subdirections on you. And therefore, it is a miraculous science, it is a magical science. Because I don't know you, you don't know me, but still I'll be talking about you, talking about you, talking about you.
Definitely, Mr. Gyani, you are giving us so much practical knowledge about all these things which we were not aware of even.
Exactly.
But here I want to ask you a question, like people have generally known that planets keep on changing their positions.
But in Vastu, in the science of home building, these are static positions.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They never move from here. I told you, this Vastu man, he must always sleep with his head in the northeast.
Okay.
So it is a static position. It will never change its position. Jupiter will always be here, considered here.
Okay.
Sun will always be considered here. How can you change the direction of the sun? You cannot.
Definitely.
The sun will always be in the east. It will go from east to west. So Venus is here. These are static positions.
Okay.
Right? They don't move. In the science of horoscope or in the science of astrology or astronomy, of course, we all know that all the planets and stars keep on moving every millisecond.
Yeah.
You know, they are never static. They keep on moving. Only the sun is static.
Okay.
Right? Because all the planets and stars move around the sun. Sun is static. But in here, the North Pole is static.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
Because the North Pole is there on the axis, on the top, and the Earth revolves on the axis. But the North Pole is always static. It doesn't move. Likewise, Jupiter, all these planets don't move.
Okay.
They have a static
position.
Right?
Okay.
They are here, and they are going to be here. Okay. So, now I want you to understand the 9 parts. How are they going to be? They are going to be 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 of this length, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 of this length, like this. Now this happens to be the northeast corner. This happens to be the direction of sun. This happens to be southeast. This is south. This is southwest, west, northwest, north, and space. So this is known as Brahmastan. It is known as the space.
आओ जाने समझे ज्ञान वास्तु शास्त्र का